Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the breathing diamond, Livat Faith Mahabani, and I know it's been ages, but thank you very much for tuning in. The girl is still here. It's just that she's been caught up in exams. She's in the middle of her exams, and hopefully I'll be done soon. So, guys, I wanted to talk about this. A lot of I see. I'm a poster anyway by you guys advising mothers to choose their baby daddies well, or husbands, or don't well, or fathers well, But then I don't see any of you guys advising these guys to take accountability, to take responsibility. And I know that some of you guys would be like, nah, hence you guys are supposed to get married first before and all that. Let me tell you something. It's even evident in the Bible. Mushado is not for everyone. Number one. Number two, not everyone believes in the fundamentals of marriage. So there's just a whole lot of things. And Omunye could question Uguti, but then what difference does it make? Because now marriage comes maybe with a form of contract and a bit of more responsibilities. But then what does that have to do with Umzali taking care of the child? Like Ungina Plap, I honestly have a problem with this. Because no one is there to tell these guys, take responsibility. You could do more damage to a child when you are absent, and then there's always that parent who has to deal with all those things, Umzali, Bazali, they are all important, they all need to be there in the child's life. And I'm talking from experience. I remember in one of my videos, when I started off, I was like, I had mother issues, and mind you, in my case, it was a case of Uguti. My mother passed away when I was way too young, and I never really thought I'd come to terms with that could affect me, because at schools they used to do that census, or I don't know what's that list called, but whereby they want to find out how many kids have parents, how many kids don't have parents, and all those things, And I remember I'd have friends saying, "No, sorry, whatever," and I was like, "No, I'm okay." And yes, I was okay then. But it was only up until I got in my 20s, when that thing started affecting me, And mind you, it wasn't even intentional. It wasn't a case whereby they're like, Mama Kokshi and left you with your dad or whatsoever, And it was only then that I started understanding that it is important to have abazali, both parents need to be there. Because if they are not, their absence causes a gap in your life sometimes, Well, not unless your parents are toxic or whatsoever. But in a case whereby they just leave you and you have like a lot of questions and all that, it gets to you. And mind you, at some point in your life, they need to be there to guide you. Because you're getting into this phase in your life, and therefore this is how, or maybe you're encountering these kind of situations in your life. Therefore, this is how you need to handle things. As you know, they are there to guide us at some point. So as I said, no one is there to tell I'm out. Guti by a better sometimes, And I know one could come up and say, but then there are mothers who don't allow their kids to see their fathers. That is also the fit. I'm not going to deny that. But for now, I'm not even focusing on that. I'm focusing on the effect of Uguti. That whole thing of saying choose your baby daddies or fathers of your child, is a bit of people shit. Although obviously you can't just get into bed, especially in a place whereby you guys plan a family. You obviously need to analyze your partner, and all that, But then there are also some guys who present themselves to be good guys up until there's a baby, or up until in the long run they decide no, they don't want to be parents anymore, they don't want anything to do with you or the child or whatsoever, or they feel they can just abandon everything and walk away just like that. I remember, I think 2 months back, I went, was it 3 months back? I don't know. Yeah, it was 2 months back. And so I went to SASA, those SASA offices, and I remember standing to this other lady, she's there because she wants to apply a grant for their child. She has 3 children. Okay, the other one she got out of marriage, and then in the long run it happened that she was married to this guy, but traditionally, so you understand. And so now it happens that the guy said that he doesn't want to do anything with the last one. He didn't plan that. Like, that was never part of his plan. So therefore the guy walked off. Just like that. Well, they say that he randomly calls them and asks about the two first kids, and not about the last one. So she was there queuing for Imali, Luckily she's working, but she still needs a bit of help. You understand? Because there are like 3 kids. And the guy supports abantwana whenever he feels like it. When he doesn't feel like it, uyahlala. And they've tried so that they can like intervene and all that, since they're married, you understand. But the guy was like, it will even be better if they take him to court. And another thing is that I think he's been going through some financial stuff. And so imali, so the woman figured out there's no point in even taking him to court, because she's going to need to ask for more days at work, and it will just be a waste of time and a waste of money through the process, because then she won't get fully paid. Mind you, we were going through those things, the lockdown and all that, you see, now that's also an example of a father who has then decided in the long run, you know what, I'm no longer going to be there, and he was married through the process. And yeah, anyways, guys, and another thing is that also we need to be honest with ourselves, guys, as before we even become parents. I remember in one of my first videos, I was like, I'm glad that I decided to keep my baby and that it was my decision, because it had to be a personal choice. It had to be a choice whereby I made, a choice in which I made because I believed I was mentally ready. Or on a financial level, I wasn't that ready, but I'm a hustler, so I always make planning. Whether the baby daddy was going to decide we are humble or njani. I'm a hustler, So, well, fortunately enough, in my case is different, because now everyone is there, everyone is present in their child's life and still together and all that. But a lot of times I hear abafazi on Facebook advising women who have kids, manishadile and all that. And you guys forget to see there are fathers out there who have married abafazi. They are only fathers because they wear the pants in the house, but as fathers, there's nothing that they are doing. Understand? They only present themselves as sasas in their lives. Baba Pimali, whenever they feel like it. For umntwana to be maintained and all that. A woman who was struggling throughout Mishato. Understand? And I'm not saying don't get married or that I have anything against people getting married or whatsoever. But then there are some decisions that you need to make on your own, not because you are now married or whatsoever. Sometimes you guys get married, decide, let's have a baby, and I know of abafazi abanjalo, you understand? They get married, they have kids, because maybe sometimes the family is also putting a pressure on them. You guys are now married, and so they have those kids, and only to find out they are the only ones responsible for those kids. The other partner, he's not even willing to grow and get to that point whereby he accepts, you know what, I'm now a father or I'm now a mother. Understand? And now omunye is coming or is coming from a background whereby which has taught him or her a parent needs to be there for a child in each and every aspect of her life, be it a financial one, an emotional one, and all that, because we now have things such as depression. We now have kids who commit suicide. There's just a lot of things, and then Lomunya is from a background whereby he feels as long as I support her, it's fine. Like, as long as he brings in the money, it's okay. But then he's not there in those sleepless nights whereby the woman gets frustrated and all that, just have different family dynamics. Some are shitty, some are okay, and all that, but I don't know, maybe yes, in the Bible they say that ukshada has to do with multiplying and all that. I don't know, but angicabangi ukuthi ukuba nomntwana kuhlangana nomshado, because the child is a child. If someone is a shitty partner from the beginning, or if someone decides to the process of I'm going to be a shitty partner, especially in a case whereby unomntwana, there's nothing you can do. You can take them to court, you can call them a family meeting and all that, so hence it should be a personal choice. To have a baby should be a personal choice, because it's coming from a place whereby you are mentally ready and financially ready. But if financially readiness, sometimes guys, I feel like sometimes I've seen abanye abazali who were not financially ready, but through the process balenze blind. The child motivates them. They need to be work towards financial stability and all that. We've got different scenarios. Abanye again, it gets to that point whereby Mtwana is born into poverty. Understand? It's just different cases and scenarios for everyone else. So I'm not, but then serious. And another thing is that I remember someone asking why do most couples separate once they have abantwana? Understand? And most of the times is that umntwana, guys, as much as we can refer to a child as a bundle of joy and all that, umntwana can be so frustrating. Umntwana can be so frustrating. Imagine having sleepless nights. Understand? And you still have to deal with a partner that still behaves ngati you guys don't have a child together. Ngati you guys are still not parents and all that. That could be frustrating. Understand? And mind you, if in a case whereby you have a partner that you eventually need to repeat this into like 5,000 it'll get to that point whereby it's frustrating, and you obviously can't take out your frustrations on your child. So you're obviously going to take your frustrations on the nigga or the woman or whatever, So it's one of those things, So guys, this is just a random conversation that I'm having with you. I hope it helps. I hope it changes some of your perspectives, guys. And another thing is that I feel like marriage on its own comes with its own baggages, like mthwalo wayo. That's why they normally say that a wedding is nice, marriage is difficult. That's what they normally say, abashadile. So imagine if there's all that baggage till you have a child. And mind you were pressured by your partner because you guys should have a child, and that partner is financially there. in the child's life. Ulo abazothi ngobile umntana uyarasa awuke umthulisa in the next room or whatsoever, because now that your partner feels you know what, I'm the man, I work, he's from a family whereby he believes that women are the ones who should be caregivers for the kids. The men should just stay there, in the house, and only do that. You know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then that's it. And then all the burden is left with the woman. Napa they're still married. You guys are encountering izinto niyagoa, basically. You know, you were not ready, you were not cut up for such. So imagine the chaos that would happen. So that's why abantu they normally separate when umntwana abakhona. You know, when umntwana abakhona. And I also don't understand why and like I never really understood why okay, let's say in according to umthetho, obviously let's say something happens to your partner and you guys are married, abantwana they get to be ama beneficials and all that. But then what happens in a case whereby you get married, you get kids in the Bible way, né? And then next thing you guys divorce, and then you divorce, you decide to settle with someone else, you get married, you know, and then it happens you guys like pass away. I mean, the guy passes away because now the woman who's in the current marriage will be the one who like controls all the assets and all that, you know, as split among Nina and all that. But I have a cousin, long guti izinto zenzeke njalo, and then it happened through the process. The woman decided to cut him off from those financial things, you know. And Mamake was like, you know what, there's no point in going to court and all that, because now we have to put his crap money in court and waste all the time and all that. You know, I'm just like coming up with scenarios, real life scenarios, and I'm trying to make you guys understand why Vanessa to be financially ready and mentally. Put the mental part is very important, because if you are not mentally ready, sometimes you can even do more damage to the child because you are not cut up for that shit. You know, if you can't cope mentally, you're mosha, and you are going to bring up broken children. You know, as much as we are apart, we are coming from there, but luckily we got to that point whereby we matured and we started unlearning certain things, and we still to going through those processes and all that. You know, guys, I think I've been talking for this seat that I can't even remember what I was saying, but okay. I hope whatever I said I'm making sense, and I hope it sinks in. You know, yeah. But guys, me making this video doesn't mean go make kids because now you are financially ready, mentally. No. Have fun, enjoy Maliako, and whenever you are ready, you know, whenever you are ready. But it's also said, it's also not right to make kids, especially in a case whereby you guys planned to have a child with a person who's emotionally unavailable, because you know. So guys, bye. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and yeah, until next time guys, bye.